The engineer.
Yeah, that's
You don't know.
alternate. Huh? That
Okay,
was
okay.
uh, that was my alternative count. Okay. So should we start, guys?
Yes, we can start.
Okay. So today is mechanical session. My first question is explain the boiler mountings and accessories with their location and function. It's quite a big one. Who is going to explain?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, it consists of the low water level indicator or the glass gauge. It is located at the front side of the boiler. So it gives the information about the what water level is present inside the boiler. It has the number of the two, which is like the low water level, which it has the water level indicator. And talking about that, next mounting is like it has the pressure gauge or the steam pressure gauge, which is fitted at the top side of the boiler. So it also has the number of two. So it gives the information like how much pressure has that steam in in case in bars. And like the third one is a feed check wall. So basically, feed check wall is mounted at like somewhere around the middle or the bottom side of the boiler. So it allows the flow from the water inside the steam drum. So it has the one non-return wall is fitted over there. So non-return wall is fitted over there. And talking about the steam stop wall. So basically, steam stop wall stops the supply of the steam to that main piping. It is also like opening and closing of the wall. It is like the screw down and screw up wall. Then boiler blow down wall, बॉयलर ब्लो डाउन वॉल एंड स्कम ब्लो डाउन वॉल. ठीक है, इधर थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो अगर देख लो. ठीक है, बॉयलर ब्लो डाउन वॉल इज फिटेड एट द water drum. So it is used to remove the sediments which is deposited at the bottom side of the water. And talking about the boiler scum down wall is fitted at the steam drum. It is used to remove the floating debris which is like on the surface of the water. And कौन सा ठीक है. Then low water level shutdown trip or the fusible plug. At normal condition, the fusible plug is submerged inside the shell of the boiler. And which is remaining?
That you have already said blow off
Safety
cock
valves,
valve.
relief valves.
It is basically seven. That blow off cock valve, you mentioned it as a scum valve or
Hello,
Boiler product.
hello.
uh,
Yeah, we can hear you.
blow down valve.
किसने मुझे निकाल दिया था क्या मीटिंग से?
No, no,
नहीं तो.
you were always there. We were listening you.
हेलो.
Kiran,
Okay, maybe
Yes,
network
yes.
issue from their side. Yeah. So
boiler blow down and what you were talking about? Yeah. What was
blow
Scum
that?
down wall, scum blow down.
blow off cock is the only come down valve, na?
Blow
That is located at the bottom of the boiler to empty the boiler whenever required. What is the name of that?
So it is the like blow down wall or
Blow down
boiler
valve.
blow down wall. The blow down wall and scum blow down wall, the both are the different things. But it is like attached for the same piping.
Yeah, it's same.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
And what?
just for like reference, I just want to see you like image your all ideas about that boilers mountings is like cleared over there.
Send that
So
image, na?
wait for only 1 minute.
Send
Okay, okay.
also in group, na, that
Okay.
image.
Kiran,
I will also
Kiran,
share that. So are you seeing that?
where have you sent it?
Mm.
So this is not like that. Huh? I will show that same. Oh, yeah, hello. So this is the boiler blow down or the scum blow down wall. So this is the scum wall, which is at like the steam dump. So the floating debris which is flowing on that surface, it is removed. And talking about the water, it is the like water blow down wall. So it is
Yeah.
like at the bottom side. So it is both connected for the same piping, and then it is called as the blow down. So
Blow
this
off
wall is the
cock.
blow down wall. Huh? This
No,
wall
no,
is blow down
that
wall.
that I was saying
Blow
that
off
that
cock
is
or
called,
blow down wall.
yeah,
And this is the drain plug. Huh? This is the drain plug.
this is
This is
blow
the
off
drain plug.
cock, combination of scum valve and the blow down valve. That the purpose of that, both the valve are nearly same, to like empty the boiler whenever required,
So
doesn't
this is the
it?
function of blow down wall. Emptying the boiler where is required also. It should be used to remove the sediments which is deposited at the bottom side of the boiler.
Mm.
Cause if the sediment is present inside the water, the conductivity of water increases, that causes the galvanic corrosion inside the shell of the boiler.
Yeah. Okay. So what about fusible plug, where fusible plug is fitted?
Yeah, yes. So basically, fusible plug is used to protect the casing of the boiler from the implosion because of the overheating of the boiler. So at the normal condition, the fusible plug is submerged inside the water, that is inside the shell. So if the water level goes below the unsafe level, the fusible plug exposed to that steam, and steam has the enthalpy, so it hits that fusible element. So because of that hitting, the fusible metal melts, and it's just like fusible plug is just fitted about that combustion chamber or that furnace over there. So it
Plate of
that
the
the water
furnace.
is flowing from that yes. So the water is like directly going to that combustion chamber and put off or cut out all the fire over there.
And what about accessories of boiler? How would you like to define it?
Accessories of accessories of boiler are like it has the air preheater, then economizer, and then superheater over there. So talking about the air preheater, so
Right.
air preheater is used to preheat the air which is entering in the combustion chamber by means of the exhaust gas from the furnace.
Where it is fitted?
And the economizer is like it is used to, so it is fitted at the combustion chamber,
Between,
just before the combustion chamber.
before combustion chamber. Air preheater. Okay. And now economizer.
So economizer is used to preheat the water which is fed to that boiler from the steam exhaust gas from the combustion chamber.
Isn't the both same? Your definition you just defined to preheating
No,
that.
no, 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 no. So air preheater is for the preheat the exhaust, preheat the air coming to the boiler. And talking about the economizer, economizer is used to preheat the water. That means our we required a less amount of fuel to produce that to produce or to increase the temperature of the water. That means the some temperature is increased by the increased by the exhaust gas from the combustion chamber. So it increase the efficiency. For that reason, it is called as the accessories. So accessories are like used for increasing the efficiency of the boilers.
Correct. And what about third one? Air preheater, economizer, and the third
Like
one,
third one is superheater. So
superheater.
basically, superheater is used to increase the temperature of the steam from that exhaust gas. So basically, we know that na. So the
Mm.
exhaust gas has the higher amount of the enthalpy, near about 30 to 35% of the power is like goes away with the exhaust gas.
Correct.
From that exhaust gas, we have increased the efficiency of the boilers. So basically, this exhaust gas is supplied to that air preheater, economizer, and what I say, the what is
Superheater.
third one?
Superheater.
Superheater,
Mm.
superheater.
Okay.
So my question is like, can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
Hello. So, what is the function of actual superheater? So, what if we not increase the temperature of that vapor or that steam? So, what happened? So, why we want to increase that steam?
Superheat is first fitted before the boiler and between furnace and boiler. So it may be to increase the efficiency, like it is for efficiency only, increasing efficiency. But what if we not
Why?
Okay. I'll try to answer that question.
okay?
So, what
Yes,
our
yes.
superheater is doing, let's say in our regular boiler, we get steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Then we'll have our steam output will be at 100 degrees Celsius. And
okay.
after that, we put superheater. Like our steam enters the superheater. And Kiran, instead of saying exhaust gas, use the word flue gases.
Okay, so
Yes,
what's
yes.
the different? What's the
Okay,
difference?
so this
You feel.
okay, I'll come to that later. Just see, your 100 degrees Celsius steam is entering the superheater and
Yes.
exiting at the higher temperature than the 100 degrees Celsius. So the steam molecules will have higher kinetic energy, so that we
So,
could
why we record the
run
kinetic
the.
energy over here?
Okay, it's kind of, let's say, kinetic energy and enthalpy. Basically, it has higher enthalpy.
Okay, that much I know.
If you see that steam table, or like what was the chart we used to refer it, molecular chart.
Yes, yes.
So after that superheated, in that superheated region, steam has higher enthalpy.
So,
So
we
let's say
doesn't
if you are
consider
using
here
that steam
na
for
enthalpy.
turbines, sorry,
Yes, 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 I get it, I get it, I get it. So, if you have the
if we are
higher
using it
enthalpy, so
for,
that means temperatures again more increases.
exactly, it has more heat and
Yes,
it
so
can be
for
used for like
okay, okay. For
more
that means
heat,
we
like
required
for heating.
small amount of the steam to heating that any kind of the fuel.
And
Yes.
where
Okay,
from where superheater get energy, like just like
Okay.
economizer get from
So
exhaust?
yeah. So we know that there is furnace at the bottom, above which there are water tubes. Let's imagine the water tube furnace. Okay. So there's furnace at the bottom, and above which there are water tubes. And after the flue gases exchange heat with the water tube, it is released through the chimney. Okay. So before
okay.
releasing it through the chimney, there comes the superheater, which exchanges heat from that, like the gases which we were about to release in the atmosphere. Those gases also, like even if they have heated the water and converted it into steam, those two gases have some energy in the, like some enthalpy it has holds. So that enthalpy is used to superheat the steam, and it's connected before the exhaust chimney, and
That's heated
it
by
is
the flue gases, and
output.
this heated
I think I'll just try to draw it.
Just please, like if you are the diagram of that accessory, can you share it, Kamlesh, on
Uh,
in
Yeah,
group?
Kiran
I'll
also share
check and
your
I'll
picture
share it
now.
afterwards.
Your picture now that
Okay, okay.
okay. And guys, I wanted to ask, what is the purpose of superheater doing there? Like it's for efficiency only or other purpose? Why are we are superheating the gas before imparting it on
Okay,
the
so basically
turbine?
your
So suppose
total output will be
so
increased.
basically just for increasing the enthalpy. Suppose increasing the enthalpy. So just I what I know from the compressor is like, suppose if we have the steam at the 100 degree Celsius, and if you have to heat that fuel, suppose we know that the boiler steam from the boiler is used for the heating. So that means if the steam which is at the higher enthalpy, so you require lesser amount of steam to heat that same amount of the fuel. I am correct?
No.
Yeah. So okay,
Hello.
see what's happening over here is, we are, as Kiran said, we are getting steam at higher enthalpy. This is the first thing. Okay. And second thing, we are utilizing the energy from the flue gases. Otherwise, it will be released in the atmosphere. So those gases which we are, without superheater, which gases we are about to release, those gases have high temperature. So it's
Guys,
capable of heating that steam.
Guys, why you people do not mentioning that the use of superheat steam before passing it to turbine, as saturated steam causes corrosion. Saturated steam can cause corrosion. That is
Saturated steam
galvanizing.
doesn't cause discouragement.
See, I have just sent from an article. If you need, I am sending also from a screenshot of that article. It's from Byju's only. I have just sent the screenshot of that. And if it is not written, then one line. If it is written in one line, then this purpose should be mentioned while explaining. Because as economizer, it is used to increase the efficiency of boiler as
You
the
know
flue
that's
gases
simply yes.
from the boiler is made to flow.
Similar thing we do with the compressor.
Hmm. Just like economizer
Also, the
and
steam is not superheated.
hmm, if not
So basically,
superheated,
steam is not superheated, which has some amount of the liquid present inside that. So if this liquid or if this steam is when we directed applied on that blades of that turbine, so it damages the blades of turbine and causes the corrosion also.
yeah.
So for that reason, we require the superheated steam.
So
In case of the power plant, in case of the power plant,
eh, boiler.
thermal power plant.
So there we use boiler only,
Yes.
and whenever we
Boiler
will
No,
fuels
in case
in
of
multiple steps. You can use it in a thermal power plant. You can use it in a dairy. You can use it in food processing.
there is not
Lot of stuff. You can use it.
so this is the purpose of superheater. We
Yeah,
conclude that because if
yeah.
we do not
So
mention
this
it,
is what
it's
I.
yes, yes.
yeah, we should remember this to superheat the steam because
Yeah.
the saturated steam can cause corrosion. And for the timing, which corrosion he was saying that galvanic corrosion it can cause because it will be causing on the turbine. Pitting corrosion, which corrosion?
I don't, I don't.
That
That
no.
causes the weight corrosion. I think weight corrosion.
Weight corrosion is what?
So weight corrosion is the when the any liquid is get contacted with that surface. That means it has some like atmospheric gas present over there. So because of that, it corrodes the anode. That means some part like it causes the layer of the corrosion on that surface.
Can you spell it? WET corrosion. I will read about it. Read about it.
Weight corrosion. WET. WET. Weight corrosion.
So guys, let's move
Uh,
with the next question. I
yeah.
think we have yeah.
Just wait. Just wait. Can we
Yes, yes,
say it out like this? Let's say if you're using like completely saturated steam. Okay,
yes, yes.
your boiler is generated saturated steam only. Okay, then
Okay.
it will be allowed to flow through steam pipe.
Yes.
After certain distance, there is chances that the steam is getting like steam loses a temperature while transmitting to the actual where we are using it. So there is a good chance that like while flowing through the pipe, it loses some heat and get condensed. So there are chances of like accidents happening or like a steam hammering or like water
So
hammering
I
or
think
corrosion
so.
as
Yes, yes.
Gan said.
Basically, Kamlesh, I
Yeah,
think
so
the
I
like
think
superheater is just like used in like the supercritical boilers, na? Cause if the temperature of the steam increases, that increases in the pressure also. So where we have the more concern of the steam, that means the supercritical boiler is present over there. For that, the boiler produces the superheated steam at the output. That means it doesn't have any like superheater present like any accessory. So basically, it is the integral part of that supercritical boiler.
It's an integral part.
I'm getting confused, but what I have studied in the like in
I am
second year of
thinking the
thermodynamics,
just like we do in
it
VCR.
was it uses heat from the flue gases and superheats it.
Before entering it into compressor, yeah, their gas
Yeah,
is
yeah,
refrigerant is being superheated from evaporator. Isn't isn't was the
yeah.
reason
It could be
valid?
one of the reason.
It could be one of the reason. So
But again, my question right is why do you need the superheater for that purpose? You can just do that in a boiler itself. No.
no, just
अरे 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 hello 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 hello
he
hello.
mentioned for generated.
Yeah.
I have answer. I have answered that.
Okay. Go on.
Kamlesh, hello. So suppose if you getting the steam at 100 degrees Celsius at the outside of the boiler, and you say that, so why we require the superheater at the ending? So we know that when temperature increases, the pressure is also increases, and we require the robust boiler shell for that reason. That means if the temperature increases, pressure also increases. For that reason, we require the robust boiler. Means the size of boiler or shell is increases. That means we have to require higher thickness shell for the same size of the boiler. So why we require that? For we know that the some amount of heat is goes away with the exhaust gas. From this exhaust gas, we increase the temperature of the steam at the outlet. So also the size of that, the size is also reduces and the fuel is also reduces.
Yeah, yeah. Both the reasons.
Okay.
I was
And
just expecting the
I
fuel
want
answer,
see
but
see
you added an interesting.
I had different aspect of superheating the boiler. Since boiler is also used in thermal to generate electricity for power plant. So that steam when it was falling on the turbine after boiled. So before falling, there is a chances of producing saturated steam, and that saturated steam fall on the blade of the turbine that can cause corrosion. Okay, don't know what type of corrosion,
Yes.
but that's
Yes.
why
Yes.
it is being superheated to prevent that corrosion.
Actually, yeah,
Yes.
in case of turbines, it's very easy to explain why do we need supercharger, because we know
Yes.
in turbine, the
Superheated.
higher the enthalpy of gases will get to extract more energy.
Okay, okay, let's go ahead with the next question.
Let's move on to the next question, because
Okay,
yeah, right.
yeah, okay,
This will be just keep going on and on.
okay. Just we have just remember got one new thing now to answer that. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so so this is this guys, these are the question. This one question is asked in many times, so please answer it in pro way. Parts of diesel engine and its function, components of diesel engine and its function.
Just uh, firstly it is not suppose you have to explain parts, and then someone asks, then I answer about the function. Okay, it is
Okay,
good.
okay,
So firstly, it has the cylinder block. In case of four stroke engine, I will telling in parts like four stroke diesel engine.
okay.
So it has the cylinder block,
Mm,
cylinder head,
mm.
inlet valve, exhaust valve, which is a spring loaded called as the poppet valve. It has the fuel injector, pistons, piston rings, and gudgeon pins, connecting rod, crankshaft, piston pin, camshaft, then push rod, rocker arm, like poppet rocker arm, and various types of bearings, gaskets. That much I
Flywheel,
want to know.
flywheel. You forget
Yes, yes,
flywheel, bro.
flywheel.
Cranks, crank
Fl-
some.
Fly,
Sorry,
fly.
crank is
Flywheel,
like oil some.
Oil
fu-
sum,
oil sum,
crankcase, oil
fuel
sum.
injector, and
Fuel
Fuel
injection I
injector is
already said.
the benzene.
cam and
Benzene.
follower. You already said. Yeah. Uh,
Camshaft I said na, camshaft.
yeah. Crankcase.
Kiran,
So you asked like function,
Yeah. I'm now come on function.
crankcase I not said.
I
Okay.
just want to add one thing.
So first
Uh,
use,
just
yes, yes.
have a look on the two-stroke diesel engine, because it's more likely that he asked two-stroke diesel engines. Don't ignore it.
Two stroke diesel engine.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
same parts are like that.
no, there are some parts
In case of
two-stroke.
auxiliary engine,
No,
Port. Two stroke diesel engine. There is
main
no
engine,
part thing, na?
there is just exhaust wire. There are ports, and another thing is two-stroke engine
there are
doesn't
ports.
have oil sump.
Have oil
Yes,
sum.
yes, 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 yes. Two
Yeah, it doesn't have oil.
doesn't have oil sum.
Does not have oil sum. Okay. Because does not have stuffing box, na? Two stroke engine does not have stuffing.
अरे no यार,
It's
I think
opposite way
two-stroke
spoke.
petrol engine doesn't. Sorry guys. Continue. You are right.
तेच म्हणलं यार मी, oil sum है.
Two-stroke petrol engine doesn't have oil sump.
Then where
Yeah.
all the
Two-stroke
residues?
diesel engine.
You put it in the
Yes, sir.
petrol.
So inside the yes, petrol.
So where all the
So we know
residual
that
oil
the
goes?
Exhaust.
so simply no. So we know that the bike name as the RX 100, which is the two-stroke petrol engine. So while every time the fueling, we require have the sachet of that lubricating oil. So this lubricating oil is mixes with that petrol, and it forms a protective layer on the combustion on the cylinder liner when it combusts. Are you getting it?
Yeah,
So it acts as the lubricants, like the lubricant added inside the fuel.
it's a form act like protective layer. Then what is the what protective layer does there?
Lubricative layer, lubricant layer on that surface cylinder line.
Now explain the function of flywheel there.
So
Anyone else?
basically, yes,
Anyone
sir.
else?
So
Let gives else answer this. You have answered many times this flywheel concept. Anyone, guys?
Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
yes,
Uh,
yes, yes, Ashish.
flywheel. It is connected to the this crankshaft, uh, and whenever there is four stroke there is a six 360 divided by 6 it is 6 times it will fire for every 60 degree there will be one power stroke. So to stop the intermittent motion of the this crank, the flywheel is put to the crankshaft, so that the crank will move smoothly. In the two stroke, there is for every 120 degree there will be the power stroke. So the bigger flywheel is required for a for four stroke it is required a bigger flywheel than the two stroke.
You are right.
Why you
You are right.
explaining like that? You just said that the like flywheel function. Why you are saying the four stroke and two stroke? So you are giving opportunity to the interviewer to
To
ask
cross
that cross
question.
question over
And just you mentioned that the
Okay.
degree is wrong. In four
Yeah.
stroke, there is 360 degrees
There is
rotation of the crankshaft that
Instead
you
of
get
degrees,
power
mention
stroke.
the number of strokes.
Uh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
and that you
So
also mentioned
can I
wrong.
explain like some?
Yeah, go ahead, Kiran.
Uh,
Listen, Kiran.
uh,
So
Uh,
yes.
uh,
So basically,
uh,
flywheel is a rotating mass which is attached at the crankshaft. So the inertia of flywheel reduces or moderates the fluctuation in the speed of the engine. So it gives the smooth motion of the engine. So it takes the power from the positive stroke, that is the power stroke, and gives the power to that remaining stroke, that is the negative stroke over there.
idle stroke.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is governor is a not a part of diesel engine?
No, like it is not an integral part, na. It is like fuel. It gives the fuel supply according to the load on engine.
According to load of- Okay.
I also don't sure. What about anyone?
I am confusion. I am having confusion. That's why I am asking. Anyone? Let me search governor
Kamlesh?
uh, in uh, in diesel cycle, in diesel engine, diesel IC engine. Anyone having the idea diesel engine? I was searching. There was no mention of this. Uh, However, in diesel engine, governor is the device used to control the engine speed. Governor regulates the engine speed by varying the fuel as
I
per
don't
the
think
load
it's an
condition.
integral part of the engine.
Let me speed.
It's an added device on the engine to maintain
Yes,
the
yes.
speed.
It's a speed controlling device added to
So
governor.
Kamlesh, can you explain the function of the governor?
Okay. Governor basically regulates the engine speed by changing the fuel supply according to the varying load on the engine. So if the load on the engine is increasing, then the governor supplies more fuel, and you get more power to compensate for that increasing load. And if the load is reduced, then your governor will reduce the fuel, reduce the fuel quantity coming through the fuel injector, and you will be able to save the some fuel.
So why we require that maintain that min RPM speed? Do you know?
Sorry.
What?
You said that na the governor is required to maintain the min RPM of the engine, mean speed of the engine. So why we have to require that?
Minimum
We need to
to
maintain that
maintain the
RPM.
mixture, the weak mixture of diesel engine, to maintain that mixture of
No.
fuel.
Let's say your engine is running on different roads. Your load is increasing. Okay. Let's say you're pulling 100 kgs. Then obviously you need more power.
Hmm.
So basically, in that case, governor increases the fuel supply, and so that you get more power. And
Basically, it is
otherwise,
depend
your
on load na.
engine will overrun. Otherwise, your engine will just try to run at higher RPM, and there is high chances that your engine is overspeed.
And there will be also possibilities of knocking.
Okay. Can be. I think
Guys, I have
it's
asked
better
one
if you
question.
not.
Okay, I have
What?
asked one question in group. Nobody's answered that. How increasing the speed, increasing speed of the engine, contributing in to reduce knocking probability, knocking
In
possibility.
petrol or diesel?
For both,
Increase the compression ratio.
See, in
increasing the
diesel, if you are increasing the speed, then there is
speed
higher
of the
chances
engine.
of knocking in diesel.
Speed of the engine means the rotation of crankshaft, increasing the rotation of
As far as
crankshaft.
I know, in diesel, as far as I know, in diesel engines, if your engine is running at higher speed, then you will get higher knocking.
And in petrol engine,
I think in petrol engine, it reduces the chances.
No. So basically, petrol engines are designed for the higher speed application. Called stroke length in the four-stroke petrol engine is smaller. That means, uh, and it is also in a cycle is completed in a four-stroke that requires the proper time for the scavenging.
petrol engine. Proper time for scavenging is for diesel engine now.
In both the
Four
engines,
stroke
but
engine.
I think
For
that's
both
not
the
the
engines.
right answer. I don't think that's a sufficient answer.
So guys,
I also don't have the proper answer for that. So
it's all right. So there was one
next
pin
next.
you mentioned, Kiran, that Gazian pin. There is also one other pin which connected which connects that thing, yeah, crank wave, and I'm not remembering anyone having idea
So basically, the yes. So
other than
so basically,
yeah, other than Gazian
Crank
pin, is there any other pin is present there for connecting?
crank
no.
pin. Are you
Gajan pin
talking
is also
about?
called as the piston pin.
Piston
Are you
pin
talking
Its
about crank
second
pin?
name.
that connects connecting rod and crankshaft. Huh?
Yeah, that's crank pin. Yes.
Okay.
That is the crank pin.
Yeah.
That is the
Which
crank
pin
pin.
you were talking about?
And what is Gazian pin?
Gajan pin is piston pin basically.
Piston and connecting rod. It connects.
Piston.
Basically, it is
Yeah.
like the piston is connected to the crankshaft with the help of connecting rod. The small end of the connecting rod is connected to the piston with the help of Gajan pin or piston pin. And the big end of the connecting rod is connected to the crank web with the help of the crank pin. And crank web is the extension part of the crankshaft in case of the multiple cylinders.
And crankshaft is connected to the camshaft. with the help of belt, driving belt. When
Belt, gear, sprocket, and chain mechanism.
generally,
In bikes, I
General,
know we have timing chain and belt.
yes,
Chain and sprocket drive is used in bikes as far as I know.
yes.
And I think in automobile like car engines, we have belts. I mean, to the
Pulley,
engines you see in
belts
the
and pulley.
like Camaro or like all those sporty fun driving cars like V8, V6. Those uses American cars. Those American cars uses belt drive.
And also the distance between the camshaft and the if the distance between the camshaft and crankshaft is more, because of that increase the stroke length. In case of the two-stroke main engine, marine main engine, we have the sprocket and chain mechanism over here. Because
sprocket
if
and
we
chain.
attach the gear mechanism over there, so so because of that, the transmission losses is more over there. So to avoid that, we just uses the we just uses the sprocket and chain mechanism or belt or pulley mechanism.
Yeah, I have
In
also
marine
heard
engine,
about
we
that.
have push rods, no?
What?
In marine diesel engines, we have push rods, no?
Push rod?
Push rod.
I am talking about the how the crankshaft and camshaft are connected.
Push rod is for that
Yeah,
na,
but you were saying what? There is,
for fuel
listen.
input inlet
So,
valve. That is push rod is
correct me
connected
if
with
I'm wrong.
rocker arm and the cam.
Yeah, right, right, right. But like my perception of push rod is basically it allows you to like put your camshaft as near as possible to the crankshaft,
Yes,
as close as possible to the crankshaft.
yes.
That's why it enables you to do that, right?
In case of four-stroke engine, na?
Okay, just let's strike it. It will just lead to confusion.
Okay.
We'll
Uh,
discuss something later.
so, guys, one information I want to discuss about. You must have seen about the mixture quality of diesel engine and petrol engine questions. So, in diesel engine, my question is: in diesel engine, we use lean mixture or rich mixture? Who is gonna answer that? And for petrol
In picture.
engine, what? It's weak mixture.
In like
Lean mixture.
in diesel engines,
Hmm.
basically the ratio is very lean, and in petrol engine, it depends on your load.
Yeah, in petrol
Sorry.
engine, I have
In diesel engines, it depends on your load.
read that in a diesel engine, weak mixture is needed. That is lean mixture. In petrol
Yeah,
engine, rich mixture. And maybe I can be wrong. In petrol engine, ratio is 15:1. In diesel engine, ratio is 30:1. Air fuel ratio.
yeah. So both the numbers are right, and 15:1 ratio is basically stoichiometric ratio.
Okay. um, and about governing property in a diesel engine, quality governing is happening. Anyone know about quality and quantity governing? It's a long thing. It can never be asked
Yeah,
in inter.
yeah.
So let
We'll
it be. I
we'll
just
discuss that in the next meeting.
no.
I
Something
mean, there is less than 1 minute is remaining.
yeah. Okay. I am sending the Google Meet link. I was saying that is it really needed to learn about the concept of hit and miss governing, quality, quantity governing, or it is going to help me, or just
I
to
think
mug up?
I think
I don't think you should mug up because if it's better if you are trying to understand it. Don't mug up because nobody is gonna directly ask that question because it's better if you're trying to understand it because it will be easier to remember rather than bugging up.
Quality governing in petrol engine and quantity in diesel engine, right?
I
No,
That's
it's a
why I
different
confused,
thing.
na, because I
I
just
think
mugged up.